So we've got this giant patch of reeds and wild grasses all the way to the river. We're pushing it back to the south. Sorry, looking back towards the sun, but have to work this into the wind, which today is about 8 miles per hour out of the south. Maybe a little stronger coming off that river.
So this is the second day we've worked this area down near an unnamed river. Wouldn't want to tip you off to where we are or anything. But anyway, there was lots of birds in here the first day we hunted it, so we got to come back here and hunt it, which I was tickled to do because I loved hunting down here. But you can see here, this bird's a long crosser. I don't know, 50 plus yards. I don't know, 50 yards anyway. And there was another one right behind it. I didn't get it on a GoPro, but I got it on ShotKam. And across these two birds here, I hit that one the first shot, and you see his legs dangling, but he never stopped flying. I shot 7 times his first 2 birds. I thought, whoa, I'm going to run out of shells before we get down to where we're going. So a little bit different terrain here. We're still down near the river. We spent probably an hour working the other end and scratched out a couple of birds. And here we're back in this reeds and weeds, pushing back towards the river. And we know there's birds here. We've seen some birds flying here. As we were trying to get around the end to work back in the wind, we jumped a bunch of birds. So anyway, so a lot of action down this way. One of which I missed. I had my GoPro off my head because the battery was dead, and I was changing the battery, and a pheasant got up right in my face. I dropped everything. The GoPro battery, and fortunately the rooster as well. But anyway, getting in some good cover here and good dog work to get a bunch of birds.
That boy, Scout. Hand. Good girl, say no. Good girl, good boy. Good girl, Sadie. There went another one. She's figuring it out, boss. Good girl. I'm gonna let you pick the kookaburras out of her tonight. Atta girl, Sadie. Good girl. Good girl. Ah, here. Hunt him up, hunt him up. Hunt him up. Let's go, Scout, hunt him up. Rooster! Are you pointing?
So story time here. Jake is back home because his wife's grandmother passed away. So he had to turn around and drive home after one day of hunting. So I'm working Scout, his German Wirehair, while he is back home taking care of his family. Scout has never been hunting before, and he points a bird here on his first trip. He's finally, this is the day 5 here of hunting. He's finally figured it out and knows what the smell is tied to these birds, and his natural instincts is saying, oh, so I stop here. So great win here for Scout, and Jake will be tickled to death when he gets to watch this video of Scout's success on YouTube. So he did a great job hunting. He actually now got him a point and a kill.
Good boy, Scout. Get him, Scout. Get him, Scout. Bring it here, come on. Atta boy. Good boy. Good boy. Atta boy. Good boy. He pointed that bird. Atta boy, Scout. All right. Jake. Scout pointed it and got on it after I killed it. Good boy. Get him, Scout. Get him, Scout. Get him. Rooster! I don't know where you are. Good job, Scout. Atta boy. Get him, Scout. Get him, Scout. Good job. Get him, boy. Atta boy, Scout. Get him, Scout. Get him, Scout. Get him, Scout.
The rest of the pushers have kind of gotten ahead of me at this point, but I keep going back and forth and working the dogs in this little area. Again, this transition from types of cover just seems to be holding these birds. So I'm going back and forth, and I get up several different birds. It's hard to see here, but both dogs, Sadie and Scout, do a great job of working this cover. Had 2 or 3 points in here and several other where they worked close, found the bird, and then were able to flush it. So for 2 dogs that had never been pheasant hunting before this trip, I was very proud that the light bulb had gone off and they figured out their job here. We pushed to the end of this.
Good girl.
There's where Sadie found that one. We pushed to the end of this, and we ended up having, I think, about 6 birds that we killed here in this one little push.
There's another one here. It's going to be a rooster. Hip, hip, hip. Easy, easy, easy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hen, good job. Good job. Atta girl. Get him, Scout. Get it, Scout. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it, Scout. Get it, Scout. Let's go. Good boy. Hen. Good boy. Yeah, first for me. Obviously, all these things are first for me. Working standard corn. Standing corn. Hen.
Not real productive through the corn, so I'm just going to put it on fast forward. It was really cool to see those birds running across the rows of corn in front of us. Sadie got separated from me during all this, and she finally found me. She was just whining like, oh, I thought I was lost forever in that tall stuff where she couldn't see out. I couldn't see out, so I know the dog couldn't see out. But really cool, but not super productive going through this standing corn. The next shot that's coming up here was on ShotKam. I didn't have any GoPro footage when we went to the next push. Evidently my second shot, ShotKam picked it up here. That was pretty cool.
Sadie's to the point now, she's figured it out. I love watching the whole bushes move. Watch them. She shakes the whole bushes with her tail. She smells those birds. They've been in there. Good girl. Work this next punch. Come on. They're just not in there right now. All right, here we go. Let's get some up. We got any more cattails, or is that it?
No, we're gonna go do. Blown up a little bit. Watch.
He killed him.
He got him.
He did.
Woo!
It's about 6 rows in the corn. Maybe not that far. Hen. Good girl. Here we go, Sadie. I think. Hen. Well, there's not one went out there. Evidently. Good girl, Maddie. You still got Sadie Slater? That's Hen. Well, no, I just hope she's in there where the birds are. I don't think it's her there. I saw that moves more like Mac. Said you don't want to come out of the cattails. That's too much fun. Come here, cat. Say, let me see your face. Is it still there? Oh no. She came out, looked like snow on her face. It was cattails. Good girl.
Steve got him.
Where is Steve?
Steve got him.
Where is he?
He's in the corn, son.
I thought he was at his truck making those shots. That's awesome. Why is it the guide knows where to get?
So the next place here, the shadows are getting long, kind of getting late in the day. We're trying to scratch out the last like 5 birds we need to finish up our
Keep an
limit.
eye on them too.
And this place looks really neat.
They're gonna get up.
It's kind of some short
Birds are gonna
grass
try
and
to
some
ride
tall
this wind.
grass, goes down to water. There's a cut cornfield on the
More
other
like this.
side of it, and it was like,
Usually now.
you know, this is about
I
as
don't act like I've
good
been here before,
a
unless I
look in
haven't.
the spot as we've walked all week. But it just turned out to be one of those places where there were no birds in it.
When I get out, here's what I do.
And we got all the way to the little no maintenance road that divided this property from the next property. And
Anybody going with me?
I said, well, let's split up. And me and another guy took
Let's go here.
the road, the no maintenance road, up along the cornfield, while the other guys went back
Here.
and
Say, come.
circled around this patch to another patch, and they got the last 5 birds we needed. And the other guy and I walked the full section, 1 mile down the road and 1 mile back without seeing a bird. However, we got some great pictures of the sunset that you'll see here in just a second.
All right, ease up. Come on, go. Go. Hunt him up. Get in there, Sadie. Get in there. Look at the birds. Hunt him up. Hunt him up.
So my last day here in South Dakota, and it couldn't end with a prettier sight than this. This is a beaver pond that we finished our long walk on, and here's a zoomed in shot of this sunset. Just gorgeous. And we ended up with 20 birds, our 6-man limit, plus the guide knocked down 2 birds as a blocker today. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, and share with a friend.